Equations have an equal sign, while inequalities have 5 different signs that can be used. We will start with the greater than symbol. Here are some different terms that can be used to mean greater than. If we are talking about x is greater than 6, there's an infinite number of numbers that are greater than 6. So with inequalities, when we are solving for them, we are graphing them on a number line. You start with a number line. In the middle of the number line, I am going to put a 6 because we are comparing x right now to 6. You're going to fill in the number line a few numbers on either side. And in this case, we are going to use an open circle at 6 because if you need x to be greater than 6, it can't be 6, but it can be anything slightly to the right of 6. So you are going to shade in your number line from there. So open circle for greater than. Next up, we are going to talk about greater than or equal to, and here are some other expressions that also mean greater than or equal to. If we are talking about x is greater than or equal to 6, then we are going to graph this using a number line. Again, we are comparing x to 6, so we're going to put 6 in the middle of the number line. We're going to put a couple numbers on either side. And then with this case, because x can also be equal to 6, we are going to use a closed circle at 6, and then we are going to shade everything to the right, to the greater than side of 6. Now we are going to talk about the less than symbol. Here are some other expressions that mean less than. If we are talking about x is less than 6, when we graph this, we are going to show that there are an infinite number of numbers that are less than 6. We are going to put 6 in the middle of our number line because that is what we are comparing x to. And in this case, x cannot equal 6. It has to be less than 6. So we are going to use an open circle, and we are going to shade everything to the left, to the less than side of 6 to show that one. Now we are going to look at less than or equal to. Here are some verbal expressions that also mean less than or equal to. If we are comparing x is less than or equal to 6, when we graph this, we are going to put, again, 6 is in the middle of the number line because that's what we're comparing x to. And because x is also equal to 6, this is going to be a closed circle. And we're going to shade everything in on the less than side of 6 to the left. The last inequality symbol that we have is not equal to. Not equal to, not the same as, is different from. The way that we show this one is we can write x is not equal to 6, which means that it can be anything but 6 on a number line. What this looks like is because it cannot equal 6, it's an open circle, and then we're going to shade both ways. It can be anything but 6, so that's how we show not equal. We are now going to use that chart to translate and graph expressions. For example, x is no more than 100. So I am going to compare something to 100, and the question is, what inequality symbol do I want here? No more than 100. One strategy to use here is think about numbers. Think about 50. Is 50 no more than 100? Yes. Is 200 no more than 100? If I said you can bring no more than 100 people to the party, would you be allowed to bring 200? The answer is no. So we know that our x, our variable, has to be less than 100, but no more than, does that mean you can bring 100? Yes, it does. So that's how we get x is less than or equal to 100. To graph this, we are going to put 100 in the middle, put a couple numbers on either side. This is going to be a closed circle because 100 can be a solution, and we're going to shade everything to the less than side of 100. Try 1 through 3. Here are the answers for 1 through 3. Now let's try 4, 5, and 6. Here are the answers for 4, 5, and 6. Make sure that you have the right open or closed circle and you're shading the correct way. And let's try the last 2. And here are the answers to the last 2.